Congratulations, you've won access to a video by me. Whether that's a good or a bad prize, time will tell, my friend. Time always tells, believe it or not. For example, in time, I'm slowly learning that, dashing forward on Galio often puts me in compromising positions, One of these days I'm going to learn, fully I think, that it's not worth doing unless I know I'm gonna hit it. But you know what? That day is not today. So, am I afraid of that? Nay, said the horse. And also nay, said the Warwick who walked out of tower range without tanking a single shot. But that's okay because guess what? It worked out in the end. Life always tends to do that, you know what I'm saying? Life just tends to work out in the end. What a beautiful morning it is, Also day. Also night if it's night for you. Afternoon could be. How would you phrase if it's like 3 or 4 a.m.? 3 or 4, and would you call that the morning if it's like 3? Do you call that, would you classify that as the morning? I know it makes sense to say 3 in the morning, but would you say if you were up at 3, would you say that you're up in the morning or up at night? I think if you're awake I think it makes sense to say 3 in the morning, but I think if you're awake at 3, it makes sense to say you're up in the night. You're up at night or whatever. You're staying up late, not you got up early. Maybe it just depends if you've stayed up or if you've woken up near or at that time. But either way, these are just the daily conundrums that we experience here on the Dakota Meatballs YouTube channel Experience Extraordinaire, which is a fantastic place to be and a mediocre place to pee. Here at the Dakota Meatballs YouTube channel Experience Extraordinaire, we like to come up with slogans on a day-to-week basis. One of them is it's a fantastic place to be and a mediocre place to pee. That's sort of the slogan. That's the new slogan that we're tabling for the channel. Let me know what you think of it, because I'm gonna like have it on t-shirts. I'm gonna have it on the channel banner. All social medias, it's gonna be there. Don't you worry, your pretty little mind, whatever, yada yada, zigzag, buddha, boom, boom, boom. However many phrases people like to do on a day-to-day basis is. But you know what? That's okay. If it's not a great phrase, we'll just keep looking. We will go to the United Kingdom Scholarly School of Literature, Literacy, and phrases and slogans. Actually, we're not going to go there because their whole name is like so bad that it's probably a bad literature school, to be quite honest with you. But you know what's good for quenching your thirst? Let me ask you this. Good old-fashioned cup of water. You know what I'm talking about? Oh yeah, I know you know what I'm talking about. You know that would you call water juicy? I'm just thinking about that. Like I was gonna say that juicy substance, but is it juicy? I don't know. I mean, technically, maybe water's the juiciest thing possible because what makes something juicy is when there's a lot of water in it, right? Like if you get a juicy peach, there's a lot of water in it, And then when you bite into that juicy peach, it's really just like you're chugging a bottle of brand name, good old classic tap water. You ever have a brand name tap water? I heard stories and rumors and rories and stumors about freaking brand name tap waters. How's that possible? Don't know, don't care. I do care a little bit because I'm kind of making a little bit about it, but you know what? The amount that I care is very small. So let me rephrase. Sometimes I say don't know, don't care, but I really do care. Now, we're talking about a new phrase here on the Dakota Meatballs YouTube channel Experience Extraordinaire. It's gonna be don't know, do care, but only a tiny bit. Also don't care. Also do care. You see what I'm getting at there? We're giving them the old loop-de-loop, as they say. They're falling for it every time. I walked up, I greeted for a cannon minion. But to be fair, I didn't understand that Xin Zhao would do that kind of damage, I even had the ninja Tabby. Do you say Tabby or Tabi? This is the ultimate question. One time I asked for, in the comments, people to tell me how they pronounce something. And I imagine that, and what they did, I imagine what they did and what they ended up doing, and definitely happened, was that, you know, they just typed out the word I was asking for them to pronounce. I said, is it this pronunciation or is it that pronunciation? And they typed out the word and they say it like this. And to be quite frank with you, it didn't help. But you know what does help? The immense healing from oranges combined with that one support item that's really good. Redemption! Oh, come on, and we were all just testing each other on that one. We all knew the names of these items. And that's good for us. Here, I'm trying to make a big move. I orange a little bit too late to save my life, and in the end, I think it worked out because we got this giant minion wave that's exploded into a heart-shaped golden pattern of golden hearts. That's pretty good for us. I'm too busy clearing the wave here. Maybe I should be running to the fight, but you know how it is. I make a day anyway. You know what I'm saying? I've been talking out this Zinzah kind of this bro right here. But I'm a lot of damage. I take a lot of damage. Where all this damage from? And then in the end, what happened? Well, I looked at the damage of the enemy branch. See there? And I like, oh man, this man doing all the damage in the world. By the way, I teleported to catch this gigantico wave. I don't know if that's a good use of teleportation, but I did it. So, and that's the problem. I have not been able to extrapolate, in my experience in this game, whether or not that was a good or bad teleport. Because it basically didn't play any role. Maybe that means it's a good one, because if I didn't do it, I would have missed the gigantico wave. But maybe it means it's a bad one, because if I didn't do it, I would have had teleport up to maybe do something even more exotic than just catching a wave. You see what I'm doing? Like surfing? Yeah, I get it. But how about this? Surfing turf. You might be able to do that with a teleport. And speaking of surfing turf, dude, you know what? The Dakota Meatballs YouTube channel Experience Extraordinaire is opening up a restaurant for primarily steaks and shrimps and, you know, taquitos. So if you like steak, shrimp, and taquitos, come on down.